undeniable Boston George in the green room, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We back, motherfucker.
We back.
Yes, sir.
Man, this the one I've been waiting on for a minute. This the one everybody been waiting on this one, man. Boston George back in the green room, man. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, nigga. We back, nigga.
Yeah,
trying to shake up some motherfucking shit, nigga. Let's do it.
For sure. It's been a lot going on since the last time I talked to you, man. What's the main thing you got going on right now?
Hey, man. I want y'all to be all on the lookout for Street Verified Podcast, Undeniable Boston Edition, and then for Shit Show, the Undeniable Boston mixtape / album that's on the way, you dig?
For sure. I seen you promoting that already. I seen the artwork, everything.
Oh, yeah.
Facts.
We moving. It's time to really put the foot on these niggas' neck, man. I've been probably one of the hardest niggas out here, man. I just be letting these niggas make it.
Just letting them live a little bit. All right, one thing, when you said Street Verified Podcast, I'm glad you said that because that's exactly where I want to start. You know what I'm saying? So let's go rewind to 2018. 2018, Boston George, 9 other rappers from Houston put together the Street Verified album.
Yes, sir.
I think it's one of the most classic shits that ever came out of Houston.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think it get enough credit. Y'all was doing shows, you had the parties, the events, everything.
Yes, sir.
When y'all came with the Street Verified brand, but the mixtapes, shout out to everybody too. I want to name all the names, but we'll get through it eventually. But
yes, sir.
When you came with that Street Verified idea, how did it come about?
Man, the Street Verified the idea. You know, as much as I want to give myself credit, I know for sure, I wanted to put that situation together. And I want to say, I came up with that, but I ain't going to just stamp that just at this moment because, I remember me and Killer was talking about some shit. I don't really know exactly how we came up with Street Verified, but putting all the guys together and putting it, coming with a motherfucking album, that was all my idea, you know what I'm saying? And I really went and selected each guy, picked them all out, decided who was who, what was what, and yeah, we put that show together. Hey man, and to be honest, that was a dope moment because that was a time where we had a bunch of guys from a bunch of different areas in the studio, bunch of different personalities. You know what I'm saying? I had to mediate that shit half the fucking time, but R.I.P. to Chucky Trill because that was a talent that was on there that, we won't ever be able to hear again besides on the latest music. But yeah, man, that was a good situation, man. Hey, Labo helped us out, organizing it, lavish ways. Hey, that was a good moment.
Facts.
For sure.
Classic. I don't think, like I said before, I don't think it gets enough credit. Interviewing, because I'm one of the first people to interview Chucky Trill too. And in them interviews, he said that was, being a part of that project was his greatest moment in rap.
Yeah, hey, if you go look at a lot of niggas that's on that project, if you go to that, I'm a businessman before anything. If you go look at their album music, Street Verified gonna be at the top of 98% of the rappers that's on their tape on top of their list. You know what I'm saying? So that's what really made me feel good because I know my platform and what I had going on was able to bring a lot to those guys, and wherever they took it from there, I know at least that was a stepping stone. So, at the end of the day, like I said, I'm here to lead my legacy. So, all that stuff is another thing that I can put in my bag. You dig what I'm saying?
Real shit. Great quality music too, man.
Oh, yeah.
So when y'all did this project, it was everybody coming to the studio together, different days. It wasn't no shit like I'm sending my tracks up.
Man, so we really kept that one gutter. And you know what? I wish we'd have did like a vlog or a documentary to that because just the whole process was gangster. You know what I'm saying? You got to think. There's a bunch of street guys, a bunch of, street artists, you know what I'm saying, in there. So a lot of niggas didn't get along. So we got studio sessions where, it might be one nigga don't like this nigga about to fight this nigga. I got to keep these niggas separate. But, nigga got to go in there and handle their business, you know what I'm saying? Because we all signed up to do what we had to do. So, I had to do a lot of mediating. But at the same time, man, we got that shit done. But shout out to EXO, because I remember we did a lot of shit at the Lions Den. We did some stuff with TA. It was a good process. But yeah.
So was this an AMG project?
It was so basically, at that time, I had the most shit going on. So my thing was, what I wanted to do was, I really wanted that to be a sequel, like something we continue to do, like bring the newest street artists together, boom, you know, keep going. It was just a lot of work on my behalf that I didn't think I was gonna have to do.
Yeah.
Like I thought, you know, I was just gonna put the music together, everybody else was gonna do, but I ended up paying, you know, to get 90% of the stuff done. You know what I'm saying? And I had to do a lot, like again, a lot of mediating, a lot of, you know what I'm saying, meetings with niggas to get, you know, certain things done. And like I said, it panned out right, but at the same time, you know, it was a lot of work. So, you know, it started out supposed to being a sequel, but, you know.
I thought it would be, though. And
it still is. Honest to God, it still is. I'm going to take the lick, you know what I'm saying? Because I slowed down, but now your boy back. Yeah.
Sure.
And it's that time.
Do you feel like all that work was worth it?
Oh, yeah.
At the end of the day?
Hey, you know why I know it's worth it? I just saw Ray Face in the club probably a couple months ago. And he walked up to me and was like, man, bro, man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. We need to get back to work, blah, blah, blah. Man, I still, every time I go look at my Apple thing, Street Verified at the top. Every time I talk to Wi-Fi, every time I talk to D Black and Fire, man, shout out to Fire and Wi-Fi. They always on my back. Like, bro, we got to do another Street Verified. You know what I'm saying? So that really helped me know that, you know what I'm saying, the work that I put in these streets and with the music.
Yeah.
Niggas giving me their flowers. You know what I'm saying? They know that it's beneficial. So
they just want you to put that stamp on that.
Yeah, it's definitely worth it.
For sure, for sure. So when I look back to 2018, even now, but I look more so at that time as like a time when the music shit was changing. Like, and it was kind of refreshing to get that Street Verified because it was changing from the trap shit, the hustle shit, the female rap was coming in strong, the drill shit. It almost like people was getting away from the hustle shit.
Well, the streets don't die. That's one thing I understand. and I'm fortunate enough to move around, and no matter where I go, niggas gonna ask me for the music. So that let me know, you know, just because the trend going one way don't mean nothing. The streets still here, niggas hustling every day. So at the end of the day, we just gotta narrate our genre of people. And our genre of people is the street niggas, the hustlers, niggas that's going out there and get it. Yeah, you got the drill niggas, you got the bitches that's, you know, getting these trick niggas to, you know what I'm saying? You got scammers, you got all that. But you ain't gonna never not get no street niggas. You got trap niggas everywhere. So our job is to keep that alive. So I feel like Street Verified just really touched on the genre that people was getting away from musically.
Yeah, for sure. So it's a question I ask a lot of people, but wanted from you. Do you ever feel like the drill and other stuff has officially taken the place of trap music?
Nah. I feel like we have abandoned, you know, it's a lot of niggas that, you know, follow trends. You know what I'm saying? So if the trend going over here and you see a bunch of niggas getting paid that way, niggas start going that way. You know what I'm saying? So really what it is just like drill music. You got niggas that ain't never slid on nothing. Rapping about drilling. You know what I'm saying? Just the same with the trap shit. But I feel like this. You stay true to what you do, you're going to always have fans. That's why I'm here now. I'm here now because I realize no matter what, I still got fans. I got people that want to hear that shit. So I got a lane that niggas gotta eat. Niggas gotta have something to hustle to. That's my job. So, hey, that's what I'm here for.
Man, for sure. You've been definitely making your mark and holding it down Houston and nationwide for over a decade now. But I hear you too say how so much people are like waiting for you to come back, or it's almost like you take breaks.
Right.
Why is that?
Well, you know, I'm spoiled. I come from the trap. So I tell niggas, like, you know, you got a lot of niggas that been signed to labels, they got big homies and labels that's putting money up. You know, when I get quiet, I gotta go run the goddamn what they call it, the marketing budget back up. You dig what I'm saying? I gotta get the marketing budget back up. But deep down, I'm gonna be honest, like I wasn't taking it serious. But when I sit back and just think of the opportunity that a nigga had and the opportunity that a nigga got, making me say, man, nigga, I gotta go on and get this to these folks. So
facts.
That's where I'm at with it.
For sure. Okay, so when I look at Street Verified, I'm gonna say one because we can expect more.
Yes, sir.
Let me see if I can get it all right. I might not get it right, man. Might need your help. But we had you, Pooney, Chucky Trill, Wi-Fi, KC, Ray Face, Killer Calion. It's two more. South Park Trap, and it's one more. I'm a fan, so you can see. It's one more. Who am I missing? KC, Pooney, Ray Face, you, Wi-Fi. It's one more. We can't leave nobody out.
Nah, hold on.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna pull up the album cover.
Oh, it's Casey.
It's Boston George. It's Pony. It's me. It's Killer Khalil. It's City. It's Rayface. It's Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
It's KC and the South Park Trap.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so how did that come about?
Just being verified in the streets.
Man, salute to City 1000, man. That's my guy.
Man, shout out to everybody. Shout out to the city.
Yes,
everybody, sir. Man. When I seen the video from the event, the party, I almost thought it was gonna be a vlog. You feel me? So it's like we still waiting on that. Are we gonna get that for part 2?
Part 2 for sure.
Yeah.
You know, I'm in my bag now. I ain't gonna lie. Even when I did part 1, like, you know, I had a lot of other shit going on. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I'm literally putting the time, effort into this because, like I said, I ain't never just gave this 100%. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, for sure.
Man, to hear that you say you never gave this music thing 100% and look at all that you accomplished and how much dust you kicked up in the city, it's crazy. What could we expect when you go all the way?
Well, you got to understand, man, I might have put out songs or whatever the case may be, never shot really no visuals, you know what I'm saying? Never really put no consistent week in the studio, you know what I'm saying? So, like I said, this time, I just want to be consistent with it, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
I want to build that platform for the next up-and-coming street artists to where they ain't got to go through the shit that I had. I had to kick every door down, you know what I'm saying? I want to be able to walk a nigga through.
Facts. You think it's your street cred that sustained you all these years?
Oh, yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying? It's the work that a nigga put in. That's why I be telling the niggas, you can't fake this shit and get away with it. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell you, and that's one thing about Houston. Houston for shit show.
That's a hard crowd to please.
Yes, sir. You come out here, man, you're going to have to be about it or they're going to expose you. So I feel like that's what keep me going because a nigga know that if I'm able to pop the shit the way I pop it, they like, oh, yeah, something must be different about that nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. When you look at the game now, do you feel like street cred is as important when you first started or not?
It's important for longevity. You know what I'm saying?
Sure,
you get a high record. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know, you might get you some, you know what I'm saying? But for longevity and to be able to just stick to whatever you do, you're gonna have to have some roots in the street. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, for sure. Yeah. So when we come with this Street Verified Part 2, is it gonna be a thing where we bring back the same 9 or we gonna switch it up? Are you taking suggestions?
Nah.
How you feeling on that?
We're gonna switch it up for sure. Like
you're gonna bring some of the same people back.
I'm gonna keep some same guys, you know, for sure. But for sure we're gonna bring, you know, at least half of new guys that's out here, you know what I'm saying, putting in their work, you know what I'm saying, verified out here. I'm watching, you know, one thing about me, I keep my ear to the street, so yeah, I know what's going on. For sure.
Can you give us some ideas of somebody you might be looking at?
I mean, I'm gonna say niggas like Toro, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, OC.
Niggas like Lane, niggas like Lil Jeremy, you know what I'm saying? Niggas like Fire, D Black, you know what I'm saying? Certain niggas, you know, that's out here, you know.
That's verified.
Yeah, niggas, like I said, I ain't just into it, because in part 1, when you bring in niggas that rap, they start feeling, you know, having them rapper nigga feelings. Like, oh, why is he on the tape? Because he ain't even that hard, nigga. I ain't picked nan nigga to be on this tape because they was hard. I picked niggas on this tape because they was doing what they was doing in their area. People in the streets was fucking with them. That's why I fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just because you can rap, nigga. That's the case. It was harder rappers I could have picked.
For sure. Man, I got some suggestions, man.
Okay.
So, of course, man, I would say the first person you had to bring back was Chucky Trill, but unfortunately, he gonna be there in spirit for sure. For sure. But I would say because what I know about your relationship with Poonie, I would have to say Poonie.
Oh, for sure.
But then another one for sure, I'm gonna say Wi-Fi gotta come back. Wi-Fi, I feel like Wi-Fi is one of the main ones that personified that shit.
Wi-Fi is my guy. Yeah. And I'm gonna tell you, you know, you got a lot of niggas that fuck with you for what you can do for them, but you got some niggas that's there and you can tell they heart there. Like I said, Wi-Fi is a solid guy from the heart. And like I said, we gonna forever have a bond. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. to my dog, Papa Roach.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? When I was down to my last 30,000, you know what I'm saying? There wasn't too many niggas I could have hollered at. Papa Roach called me, hey man, pull up. One thing turned into the next shit. I was back to the top of the roof. And the only thing he asked me was to look out for Wi-Fi. So that's why I feel like no matter what I do, no matter what tape I drop, no matter what interview I do, I got to shout Wi-Fi out.
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely. One of my favorite artists, I feel like he remind me of you a lot in the sense that, man, shit, he got the streets, everything. He just need to be more consistent. He consistent though.
Yeah, he consistent.
Yeah.
He hard. He not hard as me. You know what I'm saying? You know, hey, I got a few bars that I'm gonna put this nigga on. You know, he showed me a 4-bar. He ain't gonna beat me 4-bar for 4-bar. He ain't gonna beat me. But
I like that.
You know, Wi-Fi my guy. You know what I'm saying? He called himself the trap god. You know what I'm saying? Any nigga that put that type of title on, you know, I would have let him slide a couple years ago. You know, because it is what it is. But right now, when we talking this rap shit, nah,
for sure.
Wi-Fi, you know, he my guy. It's me, then it's him real close.
I agree with you. I agree with you. Sometimes I be putting the question out there.
Yeah.
And I had made a little poll on my YouTube one time.
Right.
And I posted a picture. I said, Boston Joe, I was like, man, is this the king of Houston trap music?
Right.
Everybody was, yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I would say there was like a 40% that was like, nah, it's the trap god. So I'm like, hey, the fact that you say that, you know what I'm saying, people need to kind of wise up though, but you got to come with it though.
Yeah, see, Wi-Fi, if you want to look at what we put into the trap, it's kind of uncomparable. But when we look at what we put into the rap, it's uncomparable. Because if you really want to get to the bottom of it when it comes to actually the trap, I don't think too many niggas seen me when it came to that. Like, you feel me? Like, I really put in that work and had half the US, you know what I'm saying, under your boy umbrella. You know what I'm saying? But as far as rap, I've put not even a quarter of the hours at Wi-Fi. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? I think I put a lot of more time into the trap. He put a lot more time into the rap. Sure. So I feel like that's what brings us, you know what I'm saying, into those conversations. You know what I'm saying? Because, hey, I give it to him. You know, when they come to writing that shit about that trap shit, yeah, he can do that. You know, I'm just telling stories of what I did. But that's my dog. I love him to death.
Facts, man. Shout out to Wi-Fi. Shout out to everybody. So, okay, we know that's my suggestion for who's going to come back. I got suggestions who I think will be a good addition.
Okay.
But is there anybody that you be like, you know what? Nah, you can't come back.
That you can't come back.
Like, it was good working with you this go round, but for this part 2, we going to kind of step away from you.
I'm going to say this. Like, if it would have been somebody, it probably would have been Chucky. As fucked up as that sounds. Because RP to my dog Chucky. I love him to death. But with Chucky being there, he had a lot of rapper problems. Like, you know what I'm saying? He would complain why certain people wasn't on songs, and why certain people was on songs, and he would, you know what I'm saying? Like, he brought a lot of those rapper problems that I wasn't used to. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, who standing here first and who doing, like, nigga, that shit don't even come to my brain, nigga. Whoever stand here is who stand here. Whoever pull up first is who pull up first. I ain't thinking about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how to mentally go there. But talent-wise, he was top talent. You know what I'm saying? So it would have been one of them situations where I'd have had to say, you know, if he'd have brought a certain amount of collateral for as financing a situation, cool, but I wouldn't have been cool with just financing it, put it that way.
For all of the stuff
for all of the talent this time. You know, last time I was cool with financing the whole situation. You know what I'm saying? Because I was going to put the platform up, but I knew I would reap the rewards if it did anything. So I took the chance, put it that way. Okay,
so on the money, shout out to Chucky too, but rest in peace. But on the money side, are you going to kind of look to collaborate with somebody else to kind of see you ain't got to foot the bill up this time?
Yeah, and I feel like that's all part of being street verified.
Yeah.
See, the first time I decided who I felt was putting on for their little area or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? And that would bring a good addition. But this time, it's going to be like, you know, it ain't just me saying it. You're going to have to show it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I feel like this. You can't be screaming street verified if you can't put up a couple $1,000 on your music.
Makes sense. Chucky was fresh home, though.
No. Yeah. And I don't mean this in no way. Like, Chucky is a talented guy, but even it would be songs like if we have a song that he did the hook on, like anybody else on the whole tape, if they presented a beat or a hook or whatever, whoever jumped in that bitch and got on it, cool. You know, with Chucky, it was almost like, man, such and such need to be on this, such and such got to be on this, and he wasn't, you know, it was more rapper shit involved with.
It wasn't really
Chucky.
About the money, but if you're gonna be trying to call so many shots, you got for sure.
Right.
One thing I say about Chucky from dealing with him is he was real passionate about this.
And that's something I couldn't take away. Yeah. I knew if he felt this way, but you can't look at the situation and be like, oh, I only want George and Wi-Fi on or no, really George and Killer on the records that I do. But then I go get on the other records with you or whatever the case may be. But I be like, bro, no matter what hook I do, nigga, if you the first one to get on it, bitch, get on it. If all 7, 8 of you niggas want to get on it, we'll just cut the bars down to 4, nigga. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't used to that yet. You know what I'm saying? So as a businessman,
everything's a process.
Yeah.
But hearing that all you had to go through and the way that it came out, impressive work.
Man, I was so proud when we walked on that stage. Well, when we had the tickets for Warehouse and we needed more. That's what made me really feel like, damn. And then to see people in there word for word.
On the first go-round, too.
And then think about it. A lot of artists that was on that tape never saw that type of stage again. Like, never been on another stage where it's people in there from the front to the back know this shit word for word. You know what I'm saying? Like, even for me, like, I've been places where I've seen that, but at the same time, it ain't even consistent for me. So I know it was big for them. You know what I mean?
Facts. Hell yeah. And that was the first go round. I have my suggestion though, who I think would be a new one.
Who?
COS, man.
Okay.
Cocaine Jeffrey Wayne.
Okay.
And Bebe for real. You know what I'm saying? You ever did any work with them?
I ain't did no. See, that's another thing. When I took my step back, I kind of stepped all the way back. You know what I'm saying? So I really ain't been in the loop. Now, I ain't gonna say I've heard them. I just haven't been in the loop with them enough to really just, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a couple more little niggas from the South Side that I've been seeing on the internet and shit that's hard in the motherfucker. But I just haven't bumped into them like that yet.
Facts. And the last suggestion is Greenroom TV on the vlog, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Nah, we definitely doing a documentary for it.
We gotta work.
We definitely doing it, and we need to sit down each artist to where they can get a story. Cause I feel like nowadays this shit ain't just about the music. Cause you got a plethora, you got music coming from everywhere. It's when people believe the story that go with the music. That's the only reason why I'm doing the interviews and shit now. You know what I'm saying? Cause it's time to get the stories out.
Facts. Hell yeah, we gonna get these stories out.
Yes, sir.
2 seconds.